Hey, how you guys doing? How you guys doing? Live again for the second time today. I plan on going for about 2 hours. So hopefully you share with your friends, your family, have them come in, learn about credit, the importance of credit, why cleaning up your credit matters so much with regards to almost everything that you're doing, and why I give it away for free. So if you want to know how to get free credit repair, the first thing I want you to do, it's very simple, is to follow me. That's the first step. If you want free credit repair, the first thing I want you to do is to follow me. The second thing I want you to do is to join my free private community. How do you join my community? Very simple. Click my profile picture twice. Down below, you'll see an email. Email me the word community, and that's how you actually will be able to join my free private community. Just to let you guys know, with regards to that, this is what my actual community looks like. There's 2,300 people in my community right now repairing their credit for free. As you can see, school free / credit repair in that aspect. Now, if you're wanting to know how to get free credit repair, it's very simple. The first step is to follow me. That's the first step. Gene Star, what's up, man? The second step is to join my free private community. Very simple. Click my profile page twice. Email me the word community. Let me make sure no one's emailed me yet. TikTok shop. Yep. Then the third thing, very, very simple, is go when you're in my community. Let me show you what it looks like. This is the community, 2.3K members in my community. Go to the classroom tab and watch how to write a dispute letter that works. When you watch that video, it's going to teach you factual disputing step by step. Very, very simple with regards to that. At the end of that video, it's going to show you how to download the free letter bundle. In that, you'll get a factual dispute template. With that and that letter, you can basically start disputing accounts ASAP, as soon as possible, right in that same predicament. Now, to go further with regards to that, there are a few things to do that. So if you're brand new in here, you want to know how to get free credit repair, put a 1 in the chat right now. I'll briefly explain the options, so teach you guys exactly step by step with regards to doing that. Put a 1 in the chat right now if you want to know how to get free credit repair. Why is it free? CCG, great question. The reason why I give free credit repair is because I want to teach you, number one, the importance of getting your credit set up. And then secondly, I don't want you to make the same mistake I made by getting a bunch of personal credit cards. Eventually, you're going to need business credit. And once you get business credit, that's what it is. So it's sort of kind of crazy how people ask why you would want to give credit repair for free. But I understand it. In today's day and age, there are a bunch of crooks and a lot of people out there doing that. But yeah, ultimately, I want you to trust me and then go to business credit, because you can't leverage personal credit. And that's what I always say with regards to that. Precious, thanks for the follow. I really appreciate it. With regards to that, you're the first person to follow me today. Thank you for that. Now, if you want to know how to get free credit repair, CCG and anybody else, put a 1 in the chat right now and I'll explain to you the steps and what is needed. Well, then, do you help on the business side for funding? Exactly. That's the whole point, CCG. One of the things that I realized, James, thanks for putting a 1. He wants to know how to get free credit repair. CCG, one of the things I realized is personal credit can only get you so far. It's great. It's awesome. You got to play the game. You got to get in there. But eventually, once it's set up, then I tell you to go to business credit. But and as long as you stay here, CCG, I'm going to explain even in more detail with regards to personal credit and what it is and my stories and some of the stuff that I went through. But if you're brand new in here, you're wanting to know how to get free credit repair, put a 1 in the chat right now. And I'll getting free credit repair. We had Howard put a 1. We had James put a 1. And Precious is the only one who followed me so far. And that's it. So put a 1 in the chat right now if you want to know how to get free credit repair. And I'm going to explain to you guys how to get it. The first step is to connect with me. Follow me. That's the first step. The second step is to join my free private community, which is what I showed you guys here on my desktop. This is my free private community. We have 2.3 thousand members in here cleaning up their credit right now in real time. They're all working. They all found me. Majority of them, at least 80%, found me on TikTok Live, going live. James, thanks for the follow with regards to that and setting that up. In order to join right now until my business account gets approved on TikTok, send me an email. Click my profile picture twice, send me an email, and in the email, send me the word community. Lalisa, thanks for the follow. If you want free credit repair, that's the first step. Anybody else in here, the first step is to follow, connect with me. The second step is to join my free private community. Once you join, how do you join? Click my profile picture twice, email me the word community. In real time, once I get the email, depending on what email address you have, I will tell you, Curtis, thanks for the follow with regards to that. Now, for free, once you join my community, which has 2.3 thousand people in there, what I want you to do is, inside the community, go to the classroom tab. Watch this video here, how to write a dispute letter that works. It's called factual disputing. It's the best way to get accounts off your credit profile. Once you finish watching that video, it's going to teach you factual disputing from start to finish. Make sure you download the free letter bundle. You get 6 letters. The one letter, well, technically you get 8 letters. But the one letter I want you to pay attention to, thanks Hazel for the follow, is the factual dispute template. With that and the video, you can send out your first round of letters and be set up that way. Very, very simple. Now, those of you who want to take it up a notch inside the community, sign up for credit monitoring using my partnership link, Clear and Strategic. When you sign up for credit monitoring, it's $29.99 a month. Yes, I do make a $10 commission, but I give you access to 3 things. Credit complete, and I want you to listen to them because I guarantee you, as you guys are scrolling through, if you stop at another person's who does credit repair, you're not going to get the value that I'm offering you with regards to it. And I'm going to give you guys some examples of what happens, but the first thing you get is credit. And I would say I'm special in this arena, and I'm going to explain why. But the first thing you get is Credit Complete Pro. This is my step-by-step program teaching you how to clean your credit from start to finish, get rid of collections, charge-off, bankruptcies, late payments, Certegy, and much, much more. I show you. Hazel, I don't know if I said thank you for following me, but that's all that you get in there. Now, as an example, I want to give you what the actual membership looks like, right? So this is Credit Complete Pro. As you can see, there's 123 lessons right here. It goes from the beginning. Anybody, if you don't even understand what a credit report is, any of that stuff, I cover it all because I want to make sure that the least sophisticated consumer, someone who doesn't even understand credit repair, can actually go into this program for only paying for credit monitoring, which is $29.99 a month. You have it. Hey, Diamond, thanks for the follow with regards to that. But there's 123 lessons. And just to let you know, let me give you something. Phase 1, let's start disputing personal information. It goes through that. Requesting, freezing your third-party reports, which I don't recommend unless you have a bankruptcy or a judgment. But nevertheless, phase 1, round 1, what it is, how to send the letters, everything along those lines in that aspect. Then if you have a bankruptcy, I show you how to get rid of that from start to finish with regards to that and everything in between, right? The second thing, and that's the first thing, that alone is worth it its own. I used to sell this program for $1,000. You had to pay $1,000 right off the bat. And you got access to all this, and it was basically your way to go. Now, in my private community, I've had 15 people start their own credit repair companies, and all you're paying for is credit monitoring, which if you understand anything about credit repair, you're going to need credit monitoring regardless. So whether you pay for somebody or you're doing it on your own, you need credit monitoring. You need credit monitoring shows all 3. And that's the difference is when you go pay for somebody else $100 a month, they're going to say, sign up for credit monitoring, use this link, and you're going to pay $30 for it. But I'm giving you Credit Complete Pro absolutely for free. The second thing you get access to is Debt Negotiator Pro. Now, a lot of you guys don't know, but I've been in the debt collection industry for over 15 years. That's the part that I'm telling you that makes me a little special than everyone else. I used to sue people, place accounts on people's credit report, and yes, I used to buy debt pennies on the dollar. I say that to say that I understand the other side. The other difference is I'm the person in credit repair who will tell you sometimes you might have to pay your debt. There's no way around it. You might have to pay it. And if you do, you're going to want Debt Negotiator Pro. And let me show you this, my course here. As you can see, Debt Negotiator Pro. Start the course. This is what it looks like. We got introduction, budgeting, pooling, credit, chain of command, settling accounts, how to pay a debt collector. All that stuff, trust me, is so key. If you end up having to settle out of debt, You're going to want Debt Negotiator Pro. And like I stated before, Debt Negotiator Pro, I have 5 people in my private community that I showed you guys. I got 2,300 people in there. To be exact, let me give you the exact number because every day it's going up higher. 2,321 people to be exact in that community. 5 people started their own debt settlement companies. That's how good that program is. And then the third thing is you can schedule a one-on-one free Zoom call with me. Nobody else out here on TikTok alone is not offering what I'm offering for just paying for credit monitoring, right? And I told you what to do even if you don't want to pay for credit monitoring, but you're going to realize eventually, I got 2,300 people in my community and maybe 100 of them signed up for credit monitoring. But as time progresses and the more and more we keep going, they start realizing, oh, the value, especially when you're trying to clean up your credit on your own, right? You realize the value, especially when you're scrolling through and you're looking at other people. My community is free now, right? It's free. But I know people who charge 40, 50 bucks just to get in their community. And then if you want a one-on-one Zoom call, don't even do that because that's going to cost you a lot more money on top of the value, right? I always tell everyone, budgeting is your foundation, you guys. I don't care what's going on with your credit, what's happening with your credit. Budgeting is the most important thing I would say before actually getting rid of negative accounts on your credit profile. The reason why is because a lot of us have gotten into financial hardship or messed up and ruined our credit if our credit was once good because of our budgeting. What do I mean by that? What happened? You probably signed up for, you probably lost a job, right? And when you lose a job, that's 80% of everybody. Then for 3 to 6 months, you might be living off your credit cards or you couldn't afford to make the payments with regards to that. And once that happens, then what ended up transpiring? Your credit gets ruined. You can't afford to pay the payments. One late payment drops your score 50 to 100 points. Thanks, Doug, for the follow. But you go up when you got multiple late payments. That's the issue. This is why budgeting is perfect. Now, in my private community, you can watch this video for free. It deals with necessities versus luxuries. Necessities are stuff that you have to have. Luxuries and that you have to pay, like your rent, car payment, car insurance, food. Those are necessities in order to live every single month. Then you didn't have them, you could still survive. Like gym memberships, right? We can run and we can work out at home for the beginning time. If you're paying 30, 50 bucks a month for a gym membership, that's what it is. Mo, how do you get free credit repair? Very, very simple. The first step is to connect with me. If you're in here and you're wanting to know how to get free credit repair, the first step is to connect with me. Doug, thanks for the follow. That's exactly what I'm talking about, is to connect with me. Mo, thanks for the follow. The second step is to join my free private community. I got hard inquiries only I need to get off. How much will it cost? Doug, it's for free. If all you got is hard inquiries, this is what I'm going to tell you to do, Doug. If all you got is hard inquiries, which chances are you probably got more stuff on there, but if that's all you're saying, fine. This is what I want you to do, Doug. Subscribe. Pay $3. It's $3. Subscribe to me now and then direct message me a message with regards to hard inquiries. I'll send you the 24-hour method that I normally charge 30 bucks for. I'll send you that. And I'll send you the factual dispute template with regards to hard inquiries. I'll send you both of those. I want to say for free, but all you got to do is pay for subbing. Automatically go to my profile page and subscribe. It's $3 a month, but you can cancel or you only can pay for 1 month. Once you do that, then I'll send you both of those things to help you with your inquiries and showing you how to do it. Now, what I'm going to tell you guys about inquiries, it's very important that you don't do this, because I had a person about a month ago who I sent the inquiries and got the deletions. The problem was he had an American Express credit card that he currently had, that he's had for 2 years, right? And then probably about 6 months ago, he applied for another credit card. I think he applied for the higher tier credit card, and he was declined, right? For that, with regards to that, he was declined, right? And guess what ended up happening with regards to that? Miss Brown, thanks for the follow. The inquiry was on his credit profile. And so what did he end up doing? He ended up disputing the that inquiry, which was for a credit card that he'd applied for now. But because he already had a trade line with them before, they closed that account down. So he didn't get approved, and they gave a hard inquiry, and he was trying to remove that. So it's very important you understand that. Miss Brown, it's very simple. Thanks for the rose. That's your hard-earned money, and I really appreciate it. Have gratitude for you for spending that. But if you want to know how to get free credit repair, the first step is to follow me, which is what you've already done, Miss Brown, and anybody else in here who's wanting to know how to get free credit repair. The second step is to join my free private community. And let me show you so you know. 2.3K members in this private community. It's called Asset Debt Collector. That's me right there with the handsome smile. That's the second thing. Now, in order to join my free private community, thanks Ashili, I believe, Cornelius. I'll say Cornelius, Miss Cornelius. Thanks for the follow. In order to join my free private community, Dog Twin, I'm going to just call you Twin. Thanks for the follow as well. In order to join my free private community, click my profile picture twice. Then you're going to see email. Email me the word community. Once I get the email in real time, I'll send you the actual link to join my free private community. Now, a lot of you guys like to see, and it's a do for self. So I'm teaching you how to do it on your own with regards to cleaning up your credit. But this is what I want to show you guys. Thanks for the follow, C. Walker. Let me show you guys with regards to it. Just the last couple of posts that I had where people had point increases. So you can see, and this is all people doing it on their own, but they're going through my guidance. I do give you Credit Complete Pro, Debt Negotiator Pro, and you can schedule a free Zoom call with me. But this is what's happening. As you can see, 194-point increase. Another person with 99 points. This person with 26 points. Let's keep going. 54 points. 34 points, 9 points, keep pushing, 10 points, 21 points, 45 points, let's keep going, 173-point increase, 54-point increase, so on and so forth. And that's just the first page. If I go to the second and third page, because I've had this community for about a year now, there are all those people getting this stuff, and this is how it's done. So let me go through thanking each and every one of you guys who follow me, first of all. We got Cornelius, I already told you. That Twin, I told you. C. Walker, thanks for the follow. Queen of AI, thanks for the follow. Doug, thanks for sharing the live. Sandra, thanks for the follow with regards to that. Miss Brown just emailed me, so let me check your email. I got a couple of emails. Wait, nope, I got one. It's Nikita. I'm taking it that's your name, Nikita. I'm just now. Karen, thanks for the follow. I don't even know how to pronounce that name. We'll say 08. Thanks for the follow as well. Let me do this. Let me make sure I respond to Nikita real quick. Let me make sure I go back. Nikita, if you're still in here, this is what I want you to do. How to repair my credit. I'm going to tell you real quick. Let me show you real quick. Nikita, you have a Gmail account. So please check your spam folder. The email will come from me directly. The letter J, my last name, McNeil. If you're still in here, let me know. But this is how you guys are going to email me, right? Who was it? Someone just asked, how do I repair my credit? I show you how to do it step by step. Like I showed right here in my private community where I was actually showing the results. But in my private community, there's 2.3K members in there. That's the community that I'm telling you that everyone's repairing their credit. And I showed you just the first page, probably 20 people who had score increases from doing it the way it is. Okay, Ms. Brown, you're here. Go check your spam folder and make sure you got that link from me with regards to joining my free private community. The first step is to follow me if you want free credit repair. The second step is to join my free private community. How do you do it? Click my profile picture twice. Once you click the profile picture twice, email me the word community. The only person who's done that so far was Miss Scott. Miss Scott did it. I responded. Anybody other emails, I'm going to get a notification. I'll know with regards to that. But nevertheless, you're in the community. The only thing we ask you to pay for is credit monitoring. It's $29.99 a month. Thanks, Claudine, for the follow. Yes, I do make a $10 commission, but I give you access to 3 things that you're not going to get anywhere else for this price. I used to charge so much money for all the stuff that I'm giving you, but I'm explaining to you at the end why I do it for free, because a lot of times that makes people skeptical, and I understand. But you get Credit Complete Pro. Thanks, Credit Mastery, for the follow. I have people who do credit repair already. I have 7 people who I met on TikTok Live come pay for credit monitoring just so they can get access to Credit Complete Pro. And I'm going to show you what the membership looks like really quick. This is Credit Complete Pro. Right now, I'm down at the bonuses for bankruptcy. If you're dealing with bankruptcy, request LexisNexis report, freeze and suppress it, pacer.gov. I go through all the steps, through all the rounds with regards to that. But nevertheless, it shows you 123 lessons. And this is why I've had 15 people start credit repair companies from Credit Complete Pro. And then I've had 7 people who I just met randomly who I personally think there's enough money for all of us, right? So I'm not one of them type of people, as soon as I see someone in credit or talking about credit, we can learn from each other. Let's build, let's grow, whatever the circumstance is with regards to that. But I've had 7 people just pay for credit monitoring because they wanted access to Credit Complete Pro. That gave them more understanding of factual disputing, how to go about it. I show you how to send faxes to the credit bureaus that allow faxes. I don't do disputes online because it's not a good thing. But yeah, got the email from you. Perfect. So what, Miss Brown, was it in your junk folder or was it in your main mailbox? I'm just curious to know. Most people say they find it in their junk mail. Okay, more emails from me just in case you ever want something else or you're getting something, so that way it doesn't go to your spam folder and you don't think I got it. Yeah, I went to your junk. And there's nothing I could do about that. I probably send off 8 to 15,000 emails a month through my automatic system, through my CRM, and that's why. With regards to that, Divine One, how? This is the first thing that I want you to do if you want to know how to get free credit repair. Divine One is to follow me. How much do I have to pay you to fix my credit? I don't fix credit, John. I only teach you how to do it. I did not receive an email. I joined and DM'd. Mo, I don't know why you didn't receive an email, but you got to check your spam folder if you have Gmail or Yahoo or Hotmail with regards to that. But John, like I said, I don't fix the credit for you. I teach you how to do it. And it's the best way for you to learn with regards to that. But yeah, check your spam folder, Mo. If you ain't got it, DM me again. When you DM me, I do send you the links. Unfortunately, on TikTok, they're not links that you can click on and go. You have to copy the actual link and paste it in your URL. And then once you put it there, then it'll bring up the website to join my free private community. But yeah, so I don't charge you anything, John. All you pay for is credit monitoring. Once you do that, I give you access to Credit Complete Pro, Debt Negotiator Pro, which I've shown, as well as you can schedule, and this is the thing I haven't got to, you can schedule a one-on-one Zoom call with me. Now I'm hopping on the phone. I'm looking at your credit because you signed up for credit monitoring. I'm identifying the errors on your credit profile in real time. I'm showing you the factual dispute template, exactly how to fill it out. A lot of the verbiage is already in there. You just got to plug and play, and then you can send out your first round of letters. 101, thanks for the follow. Abby, I believe is how you pronounce the name. Thanks for the follow. And you're off to the races. Everything is simple in that aspect with regards to it. Now, put a 1 in the chat right now if you guys are clear is why I give free credit repair. And then I'm going to teach you a lesson real quick and we'll go there. I'm not good with things like that. Okay, John, then you're not going to learn. That's the thing. You have to learn. It's not as hard. My 72-year-old grandmother, I teach it to you step by step. Joe Preach, thanks for the follow. John, I'm telling you, you'll be able to do it. Once you hop on that Zoom call with me, and I give you the letter templates and so forth, and I tell you exactly what to do, all you got to do is rewatch the Zoom. I had a Zoom call earlier today. The guy was like, dang, this is a lot simpler than I thought, but I'm explaining it to you with regards to that. John, send me the link, please. I can't send you the link. In order, if you want to join my free private community and you want the link, and John, this is what you guys need to do. Number 1, I need you to follow me, which I think John already did. Joe Preach did. I'm not sure if John already followed me, but that's the first step. If you're in here, you want free credit repair. The second step is to click my profile picture. Thanks, John, for the follow. Twice. Click this picture right here. Click it again. You'll see another picture. It gets a little bigger. Click it. Then you'll be on my TikTok page, right? On there, email me the word community. Once you email me the word community, I will send you the link to join my free private community. I'll send you the link to join my free private community. The second link is to actually signing up for Credit Monitor. It's my partnership link with them. If you decide to do that, then you will get Credit Complete Pro, Debt Negotiator Pro, New Atlantic, thanks for the follow, as well as you can schedule that free Zoom call. And John, that's where I'm going over everything and showing you exactly what you need to do in real time. You get a copy of the actual Zoom call at the end of it. I send you a copy of it so that way you can reference to it. So that way you're not just running out there and not knowing what you're doing with regards to everything. Oh man, my phone's not charging. I ain't got that much left. I thought I put it on the charger, but my charger, as you guys can see, is all messed up. So it must have stopped. Oh, it's smoking actually. Oh man. So it's no good in that aspect. But nevertheless, that's what it is. New Atlantic. You guys want free credit repair. That's the way you set it up in that with regards to that. Now, if you want to know why I give free credit repair for free, you can put a 1 in the chat. Otherwise, this is what I want you guys to do. Either one of these things is going to teach you. I'm going to get to why I give you free credit repair with regards to stuff, which you're not going to find anywhere else. You're not going to get the help that you're getting with regards to it. And let me show you guys. 2.3K members, right? 7 people online now. There are only 2 admin in my community. I got to get a charger for my phone, but I'm going to go back to that. But this is what I want you guys to see, because you guys like seeing results. And these are people do for self. John, if you're still in here, do for self. Let me show you. 194 points. 99-point increase. These are 2 separate people. Right here, Stacy, 26 points increase with regards to her. Let's keep going. Alyssa, 54-point increase. Let's keep going. Kimberly Scott had 34 points. This person had 9 points in the community. Kenya, 10 points, 21 points, 45 points. These are all people. Every day I get a read of what's going on with regards to it. When I get home, I'll be back with it. Yup. That's what it is. And keep on going. There's so many other people who have point increases with regards to it. These ones don't say the point increase, but I can show you through the thing with regards to it. And I have to cop out their stuff. 33-point score increase. This is for Lamont Maddox. These are people in the community getting real results as we are going with regards to cleaning up their credit. Now, bear with me. I got to walk down. I'm at my house in my home office, but I got to walk downstairs and grab myself a charger before this phone goes off, because I got 2 hours on live. I'm going 2 hours. I'm going 3 hours a day, and I normally split it up 1 hour, 2 hours, or 2 hours in the morning, 1 hour in the afternoon. I went an hour earlier today, and then later today I will be going on. And then today, right now, I'll be going on for 2 hours with regards to it. But if you're wanting free credit repair, sorry about the lighting. I'm walking through. I'm trying to find a new charger that I could throw on so that my phone doesn't die. These chargers, man, that's one thing. Well, I have a bunch of them. I got a bunch of kids, and we all have Apple devices, and they all go bad. They go bad real soon with regards to stuff. But nevertheless, that's what it is. So if you're wanting to, this is what I want to ask you guys. We got 6 people on this live right now. How many credit cards do you guys have? Put a 0 if you have 0, up to how many you have. And me personally, I have 23 personal credit cards. That's how many I have with regards to that. Put that down in the chat. If you have 0 credit cards, put 0. I'm going to start it out. I have 23 personal credit cards, but unfortunately, the credit cards that I got is not what I recommend. And this is what I'm going to teach you guys with regards to that. Sheena says she has 3. Shanae, I believe is how you pronounce the name. Sorry about that. You have 3 credit cards. How many credit cards you guys got? Put it in the chat. 0. Okay, perfect. With regards to it. TGFL says 0, which is fine. I'm going to address that as well with regards to it. So forgive me, I'm trying to do this up. How many? Thanks, Gene Star, for the thing. You got Gene Star is a person who, I don't think he joined my free private community, but he subscribed to me. So when you subscribe to my page, which is $3, which is what I was telling you guys before. If you have questions about anything, you want letters. With him, he wanted the letters and a bunch of stuff. So I just emailed it to him. It's that simple. Megan Lewis, thanks for the follow. Now I have it on the charger, and now we're charging up with regards to it. Sheena Dunn, thanks for the follow. Okay, so, or Shanae, I'm sorry. Is it Shanae? But nevertheless, I've showed you guys the proof. TGFL, thanks for the follow. Spill the Tea Laundry, LLC. You got an LLC. Get your personal credit set up. But this is the thing. Put in the chat right now if you want to see, if you want to hear what my 212 personal credit method is. And it's for free. I'm going to tell you guys it, and I'm going to explain to you one of the reasons why I give credit repair for free. But put a 1 in the chat right now. I don't have any credit cards. Okay. Perfect. Yes. Okay. Megan, okay. So this is what I'm going to tell you. Number 1, if you have 0 credit cards, you guys are pitting the ones. Thank you for interacting. I have so much gratitude to you guys with regards to that. The second, pronunciation. Okay, so it's Shanae. Shanae, right? Is what I'm guessing. 1 in good standings. Okay, perfect. So those you say you have 0 credit cards. No credit is just as bad as good credit. I can give you countless numbers with regards to that. Shared it to CQ. Thanks for sharing it for 10 friends. I know you were on earlier today. Thank you for coming to my live again. I literally had a Zoom call. Correct. Okay. I literally had a Zoom call, which is the people who pay for credit monitoring, $29.99 a month, and you can get a one-on-one Zoom call with me. And literally, when I'm looking at this guy's credit, I could see it before I actually go into stuff. His credit scores was a 720, a 717, and a 736 or something like that across the board, all 3 credit bureaus, right? Naturally, everybody in this live would think that those are good credit scores. Put a 1 if those are good credit scores. If you're trying to get in the 700 club, put a 1 in the chat right now. Now, this is the thing. Shanae, thank you for participating. This is the thing. CQ and Spill the Tea Laundry. You got the LLC. It says all of that. I hope you get your personal credit up. You're going to come back to me. But what I'm about to teach is going to help all you guys, everyone who's put there. All about Shay Baby. Thanks for putting the 1 in there, as well as TGFL. So this is the thing. It wasn't. His credit profile was thin. You want to know what he had on his credit? No personal credit cards. His credit profile was the problem. Exactly. He had no credit cards. He had nothing. What did he have? He had self-reporting accounts. He had his rent showing that it was paid. He had all this stuff on there. And when I looked, the thing you guys have to understand with I forget a lot of those other companies, Chime, all those other companies, they help that 3-digit number, yes, go up. But underwriters don't count that towards anything. They want to see that you have actual credit cards, whether they're secured or unsecured. They want to see car loans, whether they're owned by you or you're co-signer on the credit card. They want to see personal loans with regards to stuff and everything, and it's your credit profile. The problem is a lot of you guys go get, and you're paying money. You're paying them $5, $10 a month to go get Chime accounts and self-reporting accounts and all that stuff, or even to report your rents. Now, I know some apartment complexes are doing it now where they're placing on your rent. They're not charging you. But if you're going to pay somebody to do all of that, yes, it's all great. It looks good. It shows that you're making payments, but it does not help when it comes to getting a credit card. I had that person who was wanting business funding with regards to stuff, right? And I had to tell him straight out, no, this is not going to work. I had a person last week who had a 780 FICO score. He had the same self-reporting stuff. The only difference is he had 2 accounts. Thanks all about, what's the name for the I Heart You. I love you. Or I heart you is what it said, not love. So let me slow my roll on talking like that. But same thing. He had authorized user accounts. Burchell, thanks for the rose. And I thought maybe we might be able to get him some funding. The underwriter looked at the information, said no, profile too thin. So back to the people who said they had 0 credit cards. You got to start building credit now. Whether it's a secure credit card or a regular credit card. Most of you guys won't be able to get a regular credit card, so you're going to have to get a secure credit card. Give them a $200 deposit. Go to your bank. It's what I told the dude earlier today. He's looking at his credit scores, and in his mind, he there. And I'm like, nah, You cannot beat the time. So my 212 personal credit method is this. All you need is 2 revolving credit cards. 2. Now, mind you, I had 23, and then I learned this later, and I'm going to tell my story of what I learned right after. And this is why I tell you that. All you need is 2 personal credit cards. 1 installment account. What is an installment account? Is anything with a maturity date or an end date, right? Car loan. At the end, when you pay that $25,000 in that 6 month and you pay that last payment, it's over with. You're not going to get $25,000 again. You got to pay for it. That's an installment loan. It has an end date. So those of you who may have student loans, if you're making the payments on time, that's included. And that counts as an installment loan. And then 2 years of positive payment history. Not piggybacking off of somebody else. Because piggyback off of somebody else, if you only have a personal credit card you have for 4 months and you added somebody with a $50,000 credit limit and they had their credit card for 10 years, yes, when you look at your credit report, it may show your history 4 or 5 years. But underwriting, when they're looking at credit history, they don't include authorized user accounts. You have to have a credit card or a car loan or a mortgage or something in your name that you've been paying for at least a year to get some type of funding, 2 years ideally. Once you're set up that way, 2 credit cards with low utilization. And when I say low utilization, I'm talking 10% or lower. I personally recommend 0% utilization. Don't mean you don't use the credit card. You just pay them back at a 0 balance on the report date. But that's the thing. And then 2 years of positive payment history. And it has to be your credit card or secure credit card for that 2 years. And at that, then I say start a side hustle, start a business, because business credit is where it's at. It's not on the personal side. Yes, it looks good to have a stack of credit cards. This one is actually a business, the American Express business credit card through my company, Clear and Strategic. But on the back side, I have Chase Sapphire. If I could have done it all over, I would have kept the 2 credit cards that I had through Navy Federal, and that would have been it. If I know what I know now, because with those 2 credit cards, you can get 6 figures of credit. You can have 50,000 and 50,000. Now, you don't have to start. And I know for a fact, because when I got my first credit card through Navy Federal, thanks for the follow, user 446. I think you follow me and stop and then come back and follow, because I remember 446, but maybe it could be someone else. But nevertheless, the thing you guys have to realize is with those 2 credit cards, I started out with $1,500 credit limit with a credit card. Within a year and a half, that credit card, I had $50,000 limit on the credit card. You want to know how I got there? Every 6 months asking for a credit limit increase. The only credit card companies that don't allow is any of those hard money, like First Premier, those type of credit cards that you get through Credit Karma, but your score is low and they say that you can get approved for it. None of those are going to work. Capital One or Discover, they don't give score increases like every 6 months. The ones that will do it, if you get a Chase card, you get a Bank of America credit card, you get a Wells Fargo credit card, you get a credit union credit card. You know, most credit unions, they're all about giving you that. L. Bryan, thanks for the follow. Brochelle, thanks for the follow. American Express, you can do that with them too. Every 6 months, put an alarm in your phone. I've been doing that for years. And ask for a credit limit increase from those credit card companies. Now, with the credit card though, if you want to maximize the limit, I learned probably after the 2nd credit limit increase, I learned from talking to a person with the credit card company, I got approved for like $2,000 for an increase, right? And most of us will be happy with $2,000, but then it changed to like 10 grand each time. And so I remember talking to the person on the phone, because this time for my credit limit increase, they were like, we're approving you, but we need to speak with you. So when I spoke to a person on the phone, I got him on the phone. He's like, yeah, okay, I just wanted to verify it was you. We've had a lot of fraud stuff going on. That's you. Now, let me tell you. I'm going to tell you the trick right here. So I'm like, okay, so you guys gave me 2 grand. He was like, yeah, you got $2,000. We approved that. And I said, well, how do I get it higher? How do I get more of a credit limit increase, right, within it? And you know what he told me? He said that you have to use as much of the available credit as possible. So at this time, I had $5,000. I looked at my bills right? My whole thing is use your credit cards like debit cards, only spend what you have in the bank, right? So I don't know how much your bills are, but I know that you probably pay for gas every month. I know you probably pay for insurance every month, if not every 6 months. Matter of fact, I got to pay my 6-month premium. It's coming on, is today the 15th? I definitely don't want to lax. Can somebody let me know in the comment, is today the 15th? But that's what it is. So you have a car payment. I think today's the 14th. Today's the 15th. I got to pay once I get off this live. But I'm pretty sure all you guys got a car payment. I'm pretty sure you pay for gas. Yes, it is. So I got to pay my car insurance premium. I pay for it in 6 months. But nevertheless, the 15th. All right, thank you. I know you guys probably eat out every month that you normally pay with a debit card. I know you have streaming services. I know you got the internet. Some of you guys, gas and electric bill. You can pay all those on a credit card. Write down how much those bills are. Figure out how much it is. Use the credit card. Max it out as much as you can. Then pay it back to a zero balance because you're paying all bills that you know you have the money for. Anything that if you're going on a vacation, you have the money. Not using credit, but you have the money in the bank account. Slide the card. Pay for the vacation. Pay it back to a zero balance. You do that for 6 months. When underwriter looks at you, they're going to say, not only are you paying the payment every single month to zero balance and you're paying it off, you're maximizing the credit limit. And by doing that, that lets them know when you ask for a credit limit increase, they see your habits in 6 months of doing that. They're going to be willing to give you $5,000, $10,000 increment increases because they see what you're doing. Now, I know once you get to $10,000, $5,000, most of us don't have regular bills each month that we're paying to do that. And that's fine because I didn't. I would pay with all my regular bills. I would look at every bill that I have. Obviously, you can't pay your mortgage. You can't pay rent a lot of times unless you get a built card and you can do it through there, but it's completely different. You can't pay, like your car payment, right? Monthly payment through your bank. You can't do that, and that's what it is. How much for the credit fix? It's for free, Kendra or Ken. I'm going to just say Ken. It's for free. Number one, follow me if you want free credit repair. The first step is to follow me. The second step is to join my free private community. Click my profile picture twice. Email me the word community. The only thing we ask you to pay for, Ken, is credit monitoring. It's $29.99 a month. Yes, I do make a $10 commission, but I give you access to 3 things. You get Credit Complete Pro, which is my step-by-step program teaching you how to clean your credit from start to finish. Get rid of collections, charge-off, bankruptcies, and much, much more. Here's what it looks like, 123 lessons. And everything as far as credit repair is on here, right? I'm going through it fast. Bonus, check verification, intent to sue. Those of you who are looking at suing, it gives you down. Mortgages, student loans, a loan service letter, all of that information with regards to that. Repossessions. You got repossessions, it shows you what to do. You got a bankruptcy, step by step, what to do. Dispute letters, all of that information. Complaint flow, if you're making a complaint, the credit bureau complaint, collection agency, original creditor, right? We have to know the difference between an FCRA complaint and an FDCPA complaint, right? Within those 2 parameters, what is that? Just in real time, just because I know a lot of you guys don't know it. FDCPA deals with collection accounts. So if you're going to use 15 USC, whatever those codes are, you got to make sure it's FDCPA violations. If you're complaining and you're with the original creditor, follow the live creator. Thanks for the follow, 10K. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for the likes, Spill the T. And Letitia, thanks for the follow with regards to that. And the Spill the Tea, thanks for sending me a heart and joining the fan club. Antony, thanks for the follow. But you got to know the difference. And FCRA, the 15 USC code, FCRA code, does not go to debt collections. They will ignore it. I know because I worked in debt collection for 15 years. I used to sue people, place accounts on people's credit report, and yes, I used to buy debt pennies on the dollar. If you send me an FCRA code violation to a debt collection company, I'm just going to look at it and throw it away because it doesn't mean anything to me. If you send an FDCPA complaint to the original credit and throw it away because it doesn't mean anything to me. If you send an FDCPA complaint to the original creditor, pay attention to it. It don't matter. So you got to know the difference when you're sending out the disputes. And that's where the complaint flow comes in with regards to everything. And then I go through rounds 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3 is pretty much the only rounds that you should have. If you're getting credit repair now and you're past 6 months time span, unless you got a bunch of negative accounts, you just can't keep sending out letters and getting it verified, because that's why I teach factual disputing. With regards to if they verify it, you look at your credit report and you got to make sure if you're factually disputing, the information's been updated and fixed. And if it's not, then that's where the second round comes in, or the third round. But you keep proof of everything that you're sending out, right? That's why you have to send it certified mail, so that later, if you have to make the complaint through the complaint flow, you have all the documentation of the first round, the certified letter that you sent, and then something else that a lot of you guys don't do, and you should be doing, is the circled errors on your credit profile, so that when you send in your letters to the credit bureaus, they know exactly what you're talking about. It's one thing to say the date of last activity, the dates aren't the same, and then say that these are the dates. But if you're not sending proof that those are the dates, then they could just send verified to you. Oh, verified, it's been verified. And then you're like, well, what's been verified? Oh, we looked and it shows, but you don't know what credit monitoring service you use, right? In my case, I tell people to use Smart Credit. Why? Because there's the most inaccuracies, right? And by signing up using my partnership link, I give you Credit Complete Pro, Debt Negotiator Pro, and you can schedule a free Zoom call. Tomorrow, I got 8 Zoom calls lined up. These are all people who paid the $29.99. These are all people who, number one, and this is what I need you to do in this order, followed me. Number one. Number two, they joined my free private community. This is what it looks like with regards to it. Number three, they went to the classroom tab and they signed up for credit monitoring. Right? By paying the $29.99 a month, right from there, do you know what they do? They go right down to scheduling a free Zoom call. I say free Zoom call, but you have to pay for credit monitoring. They schedule it. Then guess what happens? We hop on a Zoom call because they signed up for credit monitoring. I ask them for their email and their password. I pull up their credit report, and in real time, I show them factual disputing. I tell them exactly what to do. I just got an email. Let me see if it's somebody with regards to wanting free to join my community. No, it's a personal email with regards to stuff. But yeah, that's exactly what they do with regards to it. They join my free private community. How? They click my profile picture twice. They email me the word community. Once they did that, I sent them the link to join the community. They signed up for credit monitoring, and then they scheduled their free Zoom call with me. Let me show you guys. Let me see here. With regards to it, I'm learning that proving a lot of you guys, and it makes sense. If I didn't know me from Adam, I would want to see proof of stuff with regards to it. So let me pull up my calendar to let you guys know, right? Tuesday's the day. 1, 2, 3, 4 actual Zoom calls, free Zoom calls. And then on my other calendar, I got 3 other ones where people are coming for business credit, which is what I teach. This is why I give you free credit repair, because I want you to trust me in cleaning up your personal credit. And I want you to see results similar to people like this. 194-point increase, 99-point increase, 26-point increase. I want to see that, because once you see that, and then you start the side hustle, you come to me for business credit. And business credit is where it's at, because you cannot leverage personal credit. You can't typically go over a certain amount of money. And that's why I say that with regards to personal credit. And that's how it is, right? Now, if you have a debit card and your credit's messed up, then obviously you're going to have it. Those of you whose credit is getting cleaned, or you're getting your credit cleaned up, I have not touched a debit card in years. It's been literally years. No, let me change. I did. I had to pull out $40 cash for my kids, and guess what? I had to find my debit card, which was actually, I don't carry it in my wallet. It was actually in my desk at work, and I had to give $40 because for whatever reason, for this trip for my kids, I got twin boys. They both needed $20 each. Thanks for the follow, Miss Joy. And they wanted cash only. They didn't want anything else. And I think the $20 the kids got it when they went on their vacation or whatnot. But that's the last time. Outside of that, everything I do is on credit cards. I have a video where I explain it with regards to stuff. But yeah, everything. And if you're doing it right now, if you're building up credit, all you need is 2 credit cards. With those 2 credit cards, you'll be able to get the limits that you want. And that's it. 1 installment loan and play the game. Have that car loan. Don't pay it off early. Pay the monthly payments for 4 years to 6 years, however long you get it. And then the 2 years of positive payment history. And then you need to start the side hustle. Go to start a business because that's where it's at with regards to stuff. And that's the only way you're going to be able to do things. Ann Lee, thanks for the follow in that aspect. So let me go through quickly some stats for you guys. I've been on this live for almost an hour, and I'm going to stay for another hour. At the end of every live, if those of you who stay, one of the things I do is I pray for you guys. But nevertheless, thank each and every person who's viewed. 789 people have viewed. I got 35 new followers. So if you haven't followed, make sure you follow. And I have 4 gifters, which means 4 people who sent flowers or roses. So I want to thank each and every one of you guys with regards to that. CQ, thanks for liking the live. With regards to that, you're somebody I met, I think earlier. I don't know if I met you beforehand, but thank you in that aspect. Miss Joy, thanks for the follow. So we got 10 people on the live right now. There are 3 things I want you guys to do that won't cost you anything. Number 1, I want you to connect with me. If you haven't connected with me, make sure you connect with me. Number 2, I want you to tap your screen 10 times. Tap your screen 10 times. That'll give me 10 likes, and that'll help bring more people into the fold of this. The third thing I want you to do, and let me check, is to share this with your friends. 8 people in here, share it with 2 friends. That'll give me 16 shares. I'll bring more people in here, give me a little more traction. Paradise Bags, thanks for the likes. CQ, thanks for the likes with regards to that. But thank you guys in that aspect. So let's go further. Let's see what else I could teach you guys. Unless you have a question about credit or debt, put it down in the chat. I promise I'll answer it. And then from there on, we'll go on with regards to that. How many of you guys, drop a 1 in the chat right now if you've had a late payment? If you've ever had a late payment. And thanks, Miss Joy, for sharing. Ann Lee, thanks for the follow. Miss Joy, thanks for the follow. Yep. Put a 1 in the chat right now if you ever had a late payment. I'm going to tell you what to do with regards to that. But if you ever had a late payment, put a 1 in the chat right now. I need you guys to interact with me so we can get going. Ann Lee, put a 1. Hello, new here, Lakeisha. I don't know why that name looks familiar. But nevertheless, Miss Joy, Paradise Bags, put a 1. Thank you guys all for interacting. I know there's only 9 people in here, but by more interacting, we'll get more traction with regards to stuff. You ever had a late payment? Now, this is the thing I want you guys to understand about late payments, right? A lot of times I'll get a client or a consumer on the phone, and they're like, oh yeah, my credit's cool. Everything should be cool. But I only have 1 late payment. And I'll tell them, 1 late payment has the ability to drop your score 50 to 100 points. 1. You could be paying on time for 2 years straight. Never no late payments. And then 1 late payment, it'll drop you. So this is not like school, right? I mean, in 2 years, we got, 24 months? If you had 24 questions on a test and you miss 1 question, you still get an A-, right? Lakeisha, thanks for the follow. The second step is to click my profile picture twice and email me the word community because I want you to join my free private community with over 2,300 people in there. Once you get inside there, there's 2 things I can tell you to do for free to start sending out letters. But that's the situation with 1 late payment. Now, if over a 2-year time span, you have 1, maybe 2, maybe 3 late payments in 2 years, then what you need to send is a goodwill letter. A goodwill letter, the verbiage is all there. Typically, I know with 1 late payment, a lot of times with the goodwill letter, creditors, if you have 2 years of making positive payment history, you can get that removed off your credit profile. Now, if you have 2 or 3, it's a little harder. If you have multiple late payments, there ain't no goodwill letter is not going to work for you. Now, there is a way that you can factually dispute the account, but one of the things you guys have to take in mind is sometimes, and I've had it happen with clients on so many occasions where I would show them how to factually dispute the account, with regards to the late payments and how it's being reported, and they delete the trade line altogether. And especially people who have multiple late payments, like on a car payment or whatnot, they can renege on the actual loan because you've had so many late payments and requests for you to repossess the car. Or if you have a credit line, close out the line. If you have a balance, they'll make you pay it. So you have to be careful with late payments. If you have multiple late payments, you have to be okay with them closing out the accounts, possibly if you're factually disputed. With the goodwill letter that I give for free, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how to get the goodwill letter for free, right? When you're in my private community, which you can join for free now. I got an email. Let me see if anyone, Lakeisha just emailed me the word community. So I am responding. So let me respond real quick with regards to the links. So that way you'll have it. Hold on real quick. Lakeisha is the first person who emailed me the word community. So I just emailed you back, Lakeisha. Maria, thanks for the follow. Hey, what's up, Consumer Rights Warrior? Just grinding it out all over again. But I just emailed you the word, and check in your community. Marie, I need you to email me that. Don't send it here because I'm never going to get it. Dan the Man, email me the word community. Click my profile picture twice. Thanks for the follow. And then there's an email icon. Email me that word community, and then I will send you it back. Now, if you have Yahoo or Gmail, please check your spam folder. That's where it's going to go until I get approved on my new TikTok page. Consumer Rights Warrior used to follow my old page where I had over 5,200 people about 3 weeks ago. And for some odd reason, they banned it. Miss V, thanks for the follow. Dan the Man, I told you thanks for the follow. I don't know why they banned it. I think it's because on live I had said some stuff about banking that is true, but I think it's something that they don't want me to say, is what I'm guessing from one of the people who were actually in the live. It could have been that. It could have been me telling my life story and I said some words that with regards to what was going on and they looked at it different. AI is what's listening. They're listening for specific words and so forth, and things can happen with regards to that. But nevertheless, that's it. Okay, Joyce, I got your email, Joyce, and you have iCloud. So it should go to your direct inbox unless it doesn't go through. So Joyce, I got yours and I sent it. So Lakeisha, Joyce, undeliverable. I knew that was going to happen. So I forget the last person, Joyce, who did send it. It's an iCloud account. Did you appeal the ban? Yeah, I appealed it. I appealed it and asked what I did. And please tell me. And they didn't tell me. And they just said, nope, they still banned it. So I don't know what was said or what happened. So I end up having to start this new one. And I can't complain. I'm already at 1,600 followers in 2 weeks. So I can't complain. Danny just sent it to me. Danny, I got your email. I just responded. Now you have Gmail. So make sure you check your spam folder. The email will come from J McNeil, McNeil, at BarrettRecovery.com. And another thing, Consumer Rights Warrior, I had a person reach out to me yesterday in a DM talking about he can get my account back. When I looked at his credit profile, it was all about people who got hacked. And I told him, oh no, mine was banned. He was like, yeah, I can get it back. What's the name of it? I gave him the name of it. And then he was like, yeah, as long as you pay me, I'll get your account back. Let me know. And I was like, well, how do I pay you? And he was like, wanting direct Cash App, stuff like that. So I'm saying this for all you guys out there. Be careful. Keep teaching the people will come back. Yeah, they're going to come back. And it's less time. I've gotten more than I had the last time, so I'm not worried about it. But with getting that account, if I could get it back, I'm definitely going to do that. But with this guy, he said, yeah, pay me $100. I'll get your account back. And he wanted Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, stuff that I can't get my money back in case he don't do it. And so then I asked him, okay, well, send me a link of my page. Since you're saying you can get it back, I already gave you the name. I want to see a picture of it, showing it. He's like, okay. And then he wanted me to go to WhatsApp. That's another thing. Unless you're dealing with somebody in another country that you know, exactly. That's why I blocked them and I got off. If they ever say WhatsApp, they're trying to get you to message them on WhatsApp, be leery, be careful. If they're trying to get you to pay them, whether it's credit repair or anything, if it's certified, I consider it certified funds, but it's not considered certified funds. But it's like Cash App all those other things, be wary, because once you send the money, you're not going to be able to get it back if they do something wrong. Now, if you pay with a credit card, zero liability, that can work out. But a lot of these other spots, if they're trying to scam you, I would be careful in that aspect. Unless it's someone you know. Obviously, if you're going to send money and someone you know and you trust, you can do it that way. But if it's somebody you don't know, be leery of doing that, because you can get taken advantage of. Matter of fact, I have a situation with the car right now. I bought a car for my son to drive back and forth to school. It's his senior year. And when the guy gave me the car, he gave me the actual what is it called? The title to the car. But when I looked at the title, after I paid him, which I paid him sort of one of those ways, I noticed his name wasn't on there. So when I went to the DMV, they're like, the sale that you bought it from and the person on this, we can't do anything. So now I'm stuck with the car that I paid for. Kind of find out he completely took advantage of me. And it was a guy I thought I could trust in this neighborhood where I live. And yeah, he took advantage, man. And it's my fault. It ain't nobody's fault but my fault. I lost out on the money because right shortly after, the check engine light comes on and it needs a new catalytic converter. And on this car, a catalytic converter is like $2,500 to $3,000. And that's what I paid. And so, you know, it just sucks. But it is what it is. I learned my lesson. Normally, I've always gone to car dealerships and getting cars. But because it's my son, it's his first car, I'm not going to finance no car for him. I would rather him get like a little bucket. And I went that route. And now I have a car sitting in my driveway right now that I have a title, but it's not from there. I can't register the car unless I go to some third-party spot. And they're going to charge me an arm and a leg in order to do that. So that's just what it is. But it's one of those lessons learned. So I say that to say, if anytime you guys are going to pay somebody, if you cannot pay with a credit card or a debit card, I wouldn't do it unless it's somebody you trust. So be careful in that aspect. But nevertheless, if you want free credit repair, put a 1 in the chat right now. I know we got some new people who may have pay them in here. If you've already heard the spiel, don't put a 1 in the chat so that way I don't go over that. And I could go over some other stuff with regards to helping you with your credit. Miss Joy put a 1. Hour 10 minutes. Miss Joy put a 1. Consumer Rights Warrior, thanks for the likes. I got another email. Let's see who's the email from. MJ. MJ, I got your email. I'm going to respond. Now understand, a lot of times, 50% time when it's an iCloud account, when I send back, it'll come back and it'll say I can't unless you actually have your iCloud account set up. And as of now, Miss MJ, it looks like it works. So you got the link to join my free private community. The first thing, Miss Joy, which you've already done, I think, is follow me. If you haven't, make sure you follow me or connect with me. Number 2, join my free private community. How do you join? Email me the word community, or you can DM me it. But if you DM me the word community, understand when I send you the links, you guys can't click the links. You have to copy the link and throw it in your URL code. This is such a headache, and I understand, but it's because I got a brand new account and I have to get approved from my business account before I can put a link, which is what I used to tell everybody to do beforehand. I never realized how difficult it is until now, because beforehand I got my account approved before I was even ever going live, and I was able to put that link or any link I wanted to. Now it has to get approved. And I've been waiting for about 2 weeks now to get approved from my business account. It just says pending. I don't know why I've uploaded the documents, but in the meantime, between time, you're going to have to email me, text me, or DM me the word community to join my free private community. As you guys can see in my private community, there's 2.3K members in this thing here. And that's what it is with regards to that. And these are all people cleaning up their credit. And like I tell you guys, as a result, I'll give you the results again. As you can see, Troy, 194 points. Nelson, 99 points. 26 points. Keep on going down. Let's scroll down. 54 points. 34 points. 10 points. 21 points. 45 points. These are all different people. 173 points. 54 points. Lamont had 36 points. At this time, I wasn't putting the points in, but if I click here, and I can show you, Right here, 66 points, 5 points, 2 points. Some people short, some people larger, but they're all doing it on their own with regards to that. Todd, 28 points. Keep on going down. Derek and Lamatix had point increases. What were they? Let's see. 72 points and 9 points. So this is the proof that people are coming into the community. They're number one, following me. Number two, joining my free private community. Signing up for credit monitoring, which is only $29.99 a month. I need that 100K on that computer, laughing out loud. They're paying for credit monitoring. $29.99 a month. They're getting Credit Complete Pro, which is what I showed you guys. Here's Credit Complete Pro, the membership. I'm going to show you the lessons in there. They're getting Credit Complete Pro, which is right here. Right? This is what it looks like. 123 lessons on cleaning up your credit. And it's everything. Anything you could think of that's on your credit profile, I have it covered. From check systems, strategy, to bankruptcies, to judgments, all of that. Rich Life, thanks for the follow. And you're paying $29.99, you get access to this. The second thing I give you access to is Debt Negotiator Pro. Now, I've been in the debt collection industry for over 15 years. I've owned 2 debt collection companies. I used to sue people, place accounts on people's credit report, and yes, I used to buy debt pennies on the dollar. Joyce, I got your email. I just replied to your email, Joyce, with the links. Check your spam folder, though. It's going to go to your spam folder because you have Gmail. The email will come from me directly. It's right here. I've already sent it out. J. McNeil at Barrett Recovery. Check your spam folder. It should be in there with regards to that. Just Simply Jay, thanks for the follow. With regards to that. So that's what it is. Debt Negotiator Pro. Now, I'm the person in credit repair who will tell you sometimes you're going to have to pay your debt. There's no way around it. Sometimes that may happen. If you do, you want Debt Negotiator Pro. Here's what this looks like. It's a smaller. It's not near as big because with negotiating debt, there's only a few things you need to know with regards to that. You need to understand your budgeting, how much money you're going to have. You're going to need to know some negotiating skills, which I teach you step by step. And then you're going to need to know how to follow the chain of command with regards to that. Okay, thanks. Yep, so you got it. Check your spam mail. Make sure you do that with regards to that. And then another thing that a lot of people don't realize is how to pay a debt collector. When you're paying them, if you have to pay them, there's a certain way that you want to go about paying them to protect yourself and them with regards to transactions, so that way they don't come back talking about you still owe. I've seen it happen a lot when I worked in debt collections with regards to that. And then the third thing you can do is schedule a free Zoom call with me. Now we're hopping on a call. I'm looking at your credit. I'm telling you exactly what to do as far as factual disputing. And then we go all the way further to the end with regards to in case you got to file a lawsuit, which Consumer Rights Warrior is the person who I have not brought anyone over. But that's who I reference to, and that's who's going to teach me a little more about that. But I do teach you in my community, and I'll show you guys now with regards to intent to sue and some steps with regards to that. If you have an intent to sue, right here, here's the bonuses with regards to that. Notice intent to sue, collection agency intent to sue, the FDCPA violations, and then original creditor intent to sue FCRA. And I always tell you guys, you got to know the difference between both. You got to know the difference between the FCRA and the FDCPA. FCRA, original creditor, those are the laws that they have to govern by. The FDCPA is collection agencies, and those are the laws that they have to abide by. So it's important to understand the difference, because when you guys are sending out your actual codes and so forth, you got to know the difference between an FCRA violation and an FDCPA violation. So that's key with regards to that. You're in check systems. I have all of that. And I used to charge separately just for the BK alone. I used to charge $4.99 for, and people would pay me, and I would just give them that section. And then they would go through, and that's how they would try and remove a bankruptcy off their credit profile. If you had Certegy, I charged $1.99. If you wanted to get inquiries removed, I used to charge $29.99 for that. And now you get it for free just for paying for credit monitoring. So make sure you guys take advantage of that. And then you get the one-on-one Zoom call with me. No, you cannot beat that. Most people aren't getting on the phone talking about nothing with regards to nothing. It just ain't happening that way. But thank each and every one of you guys that you come and at least met me. So if all you do is pay for credit monitoring and get access to Credit Complete Pro, Debt Negotiator Pro is well worth it. But you can actually schedule a Zoom call as well. And like I said, I have 8 Zoom calls for tomorrow, but 3 of those are people looking for business credit. If you're looking for business funding, I'm the guy to come to. But the reality is you got to get your personal credit set up if you don't have any cash flow. I'm not going to even waste your time for business funding if you don't have any cash flow. If you don't have cash flow in the business, and we're talking 25 to 30 grand a month, then chances are you're not going to get approved for any business funding on the business side if your personal credit is not set up, right? Because I have people always coming to me saying, hey, Jermaine, can I just build my business credit? Yes, you can. There's no issue with regards to doing that. You can do that. But you're going to have to start with net 30 and net 60 accounts. Then eventually you're going to have to get gas cards. And then after 6 months of making payments on time with those net 60 and gas cards, then you can get your first credit card through the actual EIN number. But majority of you guys, that route doesn't work. You want to know why? Majority of you guys, the issue is capital. You don't have any money. So you paying for these net 30 accounts, you got to get items. You got to pay for items and pay it back in 30 days. You got to get stuff so that they report on your business credit the actual trade line of you actually paying on time. And that's what it is. But majority of you guys, that's not the issue. So I show you getting the personal credit set up and then transition over to business credit. Stop with the personal credit. You don't need a stack of personal credit cards. You need a stack of business credit cards because you can leverage that credit and you can do so much more with it that you cannot do on the personal side. Erica, you need help. You're at the right place, Erica. The first step, and if anybody else in here, you want to know how to get free credit repair, the first thing I want you to do is to follow me. That's the first step. Just like Rich Life, he's the last person. No, just simply Jay is the last person who's followed me. So Erica, thank you for the follow. And anybody else in here want to get free credit repair, if you haven't, that's the first step. The second step, Erica, that I need you to do is to join my free private community. This is the community. I like to show you guys. This is the community. It's called Asset Debt Collector for free credit repair. It don't cost you anything to join. Join my free private community. How do you join it, Erica? Let me tell you. Click my profile picture twice. So you're going to click it one time and then it'll bring it up again. Click it again. Then you'll get on my TikTok homepage. On there, there'll be an email icon. Click the email. Email me the word community. Then I'm going to send you the actual link to join my free private community. Once you're in the community for free, this won't cost you anything. Go to the classroom tab, which is right here. Go down and watch how to write it. No, first, I want you to download the free letter bundle. So click this and download it. You'll get email free letter bundle for free. Once you're done with that, go back and watch how to write a dispute letter that works. That's factual disputing. With regards to that, Erica, I'm only talking to you because you're the one who asked. Once you watch that video, the letters that you downloaded, and let me see, I think Erica just must have emailed me. Yep, Erica. I won't say your last name, but Erica, I got it. So now I'm responding to your email. You're doing the steps right by right. So I just responded. Now, Erica, you have a Yahoo account, so check your spam folder. The email will come from me directly. The letter J, McNeil, McNeil. That's my last name. And once you look at that on all folders, Erica, then you should see it if it's in your spam or junk folder. Once you get it, join the free private community. Watch how to write a dispute letter that works and download the free letter bundle, because with that video and with the factual dispute letter that comes in those downloaded letters, you can send out your first round of letters for free. Now, if you want to step it up a notch, the only thing we ask you to pay for is credit monitoring, right? How do you do it once you're in the community? It's very simple. It's the first thing on there. Sign up for credit monitoring. It's my partnership link with Smart Credit. Once you sign up, you get access to Credit Complete Pro, Debt Negotiator Pro, which are my step-by-step programs teaching you how to clean your credit from start to finish. I show you how to get rid of collections, charge-off, bankruptcies, and much, much more. Once you sign up for that, you can schedule a free Zoom call with me, which is right here. schedule a free Zoom call. Now I hop on a call with you. I'm looking at your credit. I'm telling you exactly what you need to do as far as factual disputing in real time. I have the letter templates that I actually give to you. All you got to do is fill out the information that I'm telling you on Zoom exactly what to do. To make it even easier, if you print out your credit report and you're ready, you can have it all set up. Sharon, thanks for the follow with regards to that. And now you're ready to go. And guess what happens? Then you can be right on the win circle, and you can be like Troy with a 195-point increase, or Miss Nelson with 99 points, or Stacy with 26 points, or with Alyssa with 54 points, or Kimberly with 34 points, or James with 9 points, or Kenya with 10 points, or Tamara with 21 points, or Papa with 45 points. Or Troy with 175 points, or 54 points from Steven. And it goes on and on and on. I get a read every single day of people who actually get the points. So if you signed up, I get a read. If you stop paying, I get a notification. Or if you have a point increase, I get a notification. And it's all factual disputing. All these people learn factual disputing in my private community. They signed up for credit monitoring. They joined my free private community. And then they scheduled their free Zoom call so I can help them get them going. And then some of them send me a message in the community saying, hey, they verified this one. What's my next step? I sent them an email with what to do with regards to a verified account or a updated account or an ignored account. And then if it's deleted, you don't need my help because we've done everything we need to do with regards to that. And so that's what gets you guys all set up. And that's how it is. And that's what it is that I offer. And once you get the personal credit set up, Erica, if you're still in here, start a side hustle. Come back to me for business credit because that's where it's at. That's where it's at. It's not on the personal side. It's not having a bunch of personal credit cards. It's not set up that way with regards to stuff. But in the meantime, between time, with those credit cards that you do have, thanks, Frankie, for the follow. You're using them like debit cards and you're only spending what you have in the bank. I go on a family vacation absolutely free every single month. You want to know? I mean, not every single month, every single year. Every single month would be crazy. But every single year for free. We all go on vacations. The difference is I go for free. You want to know why I say it's for free? It's because I'm using my credit cards like debit cards. So every single month between me and my wife, we have bills that we have to pay every month. Right? Any bill that I can put on a credit card, I put on a credit card. Why? Because you get points every time you use a credit card, right? The example I always use is the guy that I knew whose credit I helped cleaned up. This was probably like 2 years ago. He lived in Utah. Big family. Huge family. Yes, he was a Mormon. Huge family. This guy, after looking at his budget, I noticed he spent $4,000 a month in groceries. And he could afford it. It wasn't like he was overspending or nothing. He was putting it on a debit card. I found him a credit card that gave him 5 points for every dollar he spends on groceries. Every month, he was getting back around $300. And that was just because he was buying groceries that he ever spent. Just like you guys. You guys are paying your cell phone bill every single month. $100 to $200 a month, right? And you're putting it on your debit card, you don't get anything for it. If you found a card that just gave you a point for every dollar you spend, right? Which is like is 1% of whatever it is. If you were paying $200 a month, and this is just a small number because I know you can find more bills that you spend every single month, but you times $200 times 12, that gives you $2,400 that you would have spent on the year. If you would have spent that on a debit card, right? And that's just your cell phone bill. On a debit card, you would have just spent $2,400 at $200 a month. If you would have spent it on a credit card, guess what? You would have gotten the equivalent of about 2,400 points. That's a small amount, but it'll probably be $7. That's $7 that you would have never had to spend before with regards to stuff. And that's on the small end. Let's say you found at least $1,000 a month that you can spend on credit cards that you have of bills that you can pay back with a zero balance. $1,000, right? Times that by 12, that's 12,000 points at the end of the year. 12,000 points by just doing what you normally would have done anyways. The difference is you would have did a debit card and you would have got nothing. I'm saying 1 point. If you got 2 points for every dollar you spent, you found the right credit card and got 2 points, that's 24,000 points. 24,000 points at the end of it. What is 24,000 points? 10% will be 2,400. 1% is $240. That's $240 that you would have got at the end of the year that you could have just let stack on that credit card, and that's one thing. Some of you guys, you can get 3, 4, 5 points for each thing, and now you're getting it, and that's how we're able to go on a free vacation. And normally it's a cruise, because between me and my wife, what we're getting back on an average at the end of the year, we're getting anywhere from $5 to $1,000. That I'm sorry. I said $5 to $1,000. 1,000 to 3,000 points just every month. Cash back. That $1,000 is enough for. We like to do cruises a lot. We go on cruises a lot. And that's enough to do that. Even if it paid half of it. The thing you guys have to realize is the psychology behind that. Most of us, now there are some things you cannot use a credit card to pay for. A lot of times it'll be like your rent, right? Or mortgage, or your monthly car payment, right? You can't, a lot of those things you can't do. But the insurance for that car, the gas on that car, every time you get oil changes, and the maintenance on that car, when you go shopping, right? Monthly shopping, we do weekly shopping. Some people do bi-weekly, monthly, but that is something you can put on a credit card. When you go out to eat, you can put that on a credit card. A lot of you guys do DoorDash and Uber and so forth. A lot of these credit cards give you incentives. Like this one in particular. I get a $15 credit for Uber just by lining up this credit card to put on there. How credit repair. Sexy Lisa. The first step, if you want free credit repair, you're on this live right now. The first step is to follow me. That's the first step. If you want free credit repair, connect with me. The second step, Sexy Lisa, well, I'll go, okay, you did follow me. The second step is to join my free private community. Like I've shown everybody, this is the community I want you to join. 2.3 thousand people in that community. How do you join it? If you're not familiar with the school platform, if you don't have school at all, I know a lot of you guys do, but if you're not, email me the word community. How do you email me? Click my profile picture twice. Click it one time, then click it again. You'll get my profile. Email me the word community. Once, if I get the email in real time, if you happen to do that now, I will get the email in my inbox and I'll send you the actual link to join my free private community. Now, the only thing I ask you guys to pay for is credit monitoring. If you know anything, Word Smith, thanks for the follow. If you know anything about credit monitoring, it's something you're going to need. Tanisha Johnson, you just jumped in, you asked how. I'm going through it now. The first step is to follow me, Tanisha. That's the first step. So once I see you do that, I'll keep going. But nevertheless, once you join the free private community, pay for credit monitoring. Thanks, Tanisha, for the follow. Pay for credit monitoring. It's $29.99 a month. If you know anything about cleaning up your credit, and it's what I teach is factual disputing. I teach you how to clean up your credit so you can learn it. So you can become the credit hero in your family and trust and believe. Just like me, I started cleaning up friends and family. Then I cleaned up, a bunch of other people. Then eventually I made a business out of it, and I've had 7 people do that. But if you pay for credit monitoring, I give you access to Credit Complete Pro, which is my step-by-step program, teaching you how to clean your credit from start to finish, get rid of collections, charge-off, bankruptcies, and much, much more. I give you access to Debt Negotiator Pro. In case you got to negotiate a debt, I'm the person credit repair will tell you sometimes you might have to do that. If you do, you want Debt Negotiator Pro. I've been in debt collections for 15 years, so that should be self-explanatory. And then the third thing is you can schedule a free Zoom call with me. That's where we're hopping on a Zoom call. I'm looking at your credit in real time. I'm telling you exactly what to do as far as building your credit, which is so key, and fixing your credit at the same time. You got to build credit because credit history, that's 35% of your score. And if you can have positive payment history, no late payments, no collection accounts, or nothing along those lines, and keep a low utilization on your credit cards, those are the 2 main things. 30 and 35% as far as FICO score. And Vantage score, it's 40 and 20%, but it still equates to 60% of the total score. So you have to be set up that way with regards to that. Cheryl, what are you asking what for? Is it the free credit repair? If you're needing free credit repair, the first step is to follow me. That's the first step with regards to getting free credit repair. So I want you to do that. So far, just giving the statistics, and thank each and every one of you guys. I have 49 new followers from going live today. 4 gifters, which is people who send flowers and so forth. I always give a special gratitude for anybody who does that, because I know that's your hard-earned money. It's not easy to come by this day and age, and the fact that you're doing that makes it cool. And then I've had a total of 925 new followers. If you're brand new in here, there's a few things I need to build a credit. Okay, Cheryl, that's important. If you need to build credit, I think is what you said. I need to build a credit. You need to build credit. You need to clean up your credit and build credit. And if those are the things you're dealing with, you need to do it simultaneously. If your credit's messed up, the way you build credit with messed up credit is with a secure credit card. Go to your bank, give them a $200 deposit. They'll give you a credit line of that amount. They'll hold the $200 just in case you default to pay it. But you're not going to default, because you're going to use that credit card like a debit card and only spend what you have in the bank. So that's the key with regards to it. And those are the things you need to do with regards to starting. Or we have any questions about credit or debt, I can help answer for you guys on your credit journey. In the meantime, between time, if you're in my community already, I will be going live. Not live, but I'll be doing a Zoom live call for only people in the community, where you can come and ask specific questions. Thanks, Cheryl, for the follow with regards to credit or debt. I open it up every Monday. Last couple Mondays, I haven't done it. So hopefully, if you're in my community and you have a specific question about credit or debt, I do live Q&As to answer, so it's in real time, and that way we're interacting and so forth, and it's something I do in my community every Monday. And I haven't done it for a few Mondays, but I will. And I'm supposed to be jumping on that in about a little less than an hour from now. And this live here, I'm going to stay on here for a little less than about 30 more minutes. And at the end of every live, I pray for you guys, so make sure you do that. But take advantage of it with regards to that, you guys. Don't miss out. I'm going live every single day to give you guys some information with regards to stuff, giving you all of that. Hey, what's up, Leanne? How's it going? Thanks for joining in that aspect. So we got 50 new followers. I've been on for about an hour and 26 minutes, and the goal is an hour every 3 minutes. So since I don't have any questions with regards to stuff, I want to, first of all, thank each and every person who's followed me. I'm at 1,659 followers this is going on my 3rd week. So at the end of this week, I should have, at bare minimum, the goal is 100 followers a day by going live. And that's why when you go to my page, I have maybe 100, 200 likes, but then a lot of followers. And a lot of times people think I bought the followers. And it's like, no, it's because I'm going live. So most of the people who find me, who follow me from live, you get the value right from joining my community and signing up for your free consultation. And a lot of times you're not liking any of the videos. But if you guys are on here, you already follow me, be sure to go check out some of the shorts that I have on my stuff. It's pretty much a lot of the same stuff that I say now. A lot of the lives, I take them and I break them up. I do 10 shorts a day, right? They're called shorts on YouTube. I don't know what they're called on TikTok, but I'm putting them there. I'm just starting out trying to build credit. Okay. So Cheryl, if you're just starting out, you're trying to build credit, you're gonna, in the beginning, if you can't, what you need to do is build a relationship with your bank. That's the best thing. It's something I always say. Most of you guys already have direct deposit set up in your bank, but yet you'll go to American Express to get your first credit card, or you'll go to Capital One to get your first credit card, and you don't have any bank account with them. Do you not know that your bank knows a lot more about you? So because they know a lot more about you, they're a lot more willing to give you loans and so forth, because it's all internal. So by building a relationship with your bank, that's the best way to go. Now, if your credit's messed up, apply for a secure credit card. They're not going to give you a hard inquiry. You give them a deposit, they're going to give you a credit line. Those of you who are not sure if you'll get approved, go to your bank and ask if they have a pre-approvals for credit cards. That way, they look at a soft hit on your credit, and then they'll tell you, yeah, you can get approved, and you could possibly get approved for a certain amount with regards to that. Now, knowing that knowledge, now you know you're going to get approved. Now you can say, yeah, pull the trigger, and now you'll get a hard inquiry, but at least you get approved for the credit. Ain't nothing worse than getting a hard inquiry, guessing, and then you don't get approved, and now that inquiry stays on for 2 years on your credit profile. So that's what you need to do as far as building the credit. On top of that, obviously understand most credit cards are unsecured, which means they're giving you a credit line based upon your credit, right? Now, this is why with a house or a car, you can have lower credit scores and lower credit history and get approved because they have an asset attached to that situation. So if you do get financed for the car and you mess up because your credit's messed up and you end up not paying, they can take back the car. And with houses, as we see, you can get a house, you can have a FICO score of a 580, low 600s, and get into a home. The reason why is because of that. What about a debit card? Cheryl, debit cards are no good. They're not going to do you any good, right? A debit card is good in the instance if you don't have any credit and you're just not starting out, right? You want to make purchases online. You want to go to the store and make purchases with that Visa or MasterCard or American Express. Well, it wouldn't be American Express. It's just Visa or MasterCard. Then, yeah, you can make transactions, but you get nothing for the debit card. This is why I say credit cards, and use your credit cards like debit cards. Only spend what you have in the bank. At one point, when I had a bunch of credit cards, I have a video. I would pick one credit card will pay my cell phone bill. Another credit card will pay my groceries. Another credit card will pay eating out. Another credit card will pay streaming services. Another credit card, and that's what I did. But ultimately, you guys only need 2 credit cards. That's all you need is 2. As long as it's not Capital One, Discover, or any of those other smaller accounts like First Premier or something along those lines, then you're fine in there. Get a good starter credit card is a credit card you can get through your bank. I'm not one of them people, Discover or do all of that. Go through your bank. If you're going to get credit for anything, go through your bank. It's the best place to go with regards to that. Any other questions? I'm just starting out going there. Yep. What about a debit card? Hopefully I answered that question, Cheryl. It's not bad to have a debit card. You get a debit card for free. It's just I go on free vacations by the same stuff I would spend on the debit card. I just put it on the credit card and get points for it. And then as you start getting more knowledgeable, you'll learn that spending groceries or certain spots, you got to look at, well, personally, this is what I recommend you do. When you're looking for credit cards, you know what your budget is. You know where you spend your money at, right? Some of you guys spend a lot of money eating out, but you can afford it. So if you can afford it, hey, whoop-de-doo, do that. But find a credit card that's going to give you 3 to 5 points for every dollar you spend at certain restaurants, right? When you know you like eating out, then that's what you're going to find. If you know that you like buying clothes with your extra money, then you need to find credit cards that are going to help in that aspect. But in the beginning, you're going to have to start out with whatever credit cards you can get. Then you branch off and start getting those credit cards that'll help with regards to your spending. And it's the best way and the best route to go about that with regards to that. And that's what it is. So let me see something. I got some questions that I want to ask you guys. Should I leave a small balance on a credit card like 1 to 5% or a 0 balance every month? Wordsmith, I say 0. I say 0. I know for a fact with the credit cards that I've had, I've left 20% utilization, then I go down to 10%, my scores go up. Then I go down to 5%, my scores go up. Then I went down to 0%, my score went up the best. I know a lot of people preach 1 to 5%, you want to leave a balance. I know for a fact that credit card companies, the majority of their money made is not from interest. Yes, they do make money off of interest, but that's not, majority of their money is made every time you slide the card. That's why when you go into inner city spots in certain areas, liquor stores and stuff like that, if you go credit, what do you see right above the machine? $50, $1.25. $1.50 if you want to use credit. Why? Because they have a merchant fee that they have to pay. So it hurts their bottom line with regards to the stuff. When you go to the big stores, Walmart and so forth, they have relationships with these merchants and Visa and MasterCard. So they're not charged any fees with regards to stuff. But you want to know why Visa, MasterCard, Discover, and American Express won't charge a place like Walmart for it? Because they're doing so many transactions. Every time you slide a card, there's a merchant fee. The credit card companies make a certain fee every time you slide it. If you got 2 million people with a credit card that slides the card in a month time span at least 5 times, You do the numbers on the math, and I'm giving you low numbers. They're higher numbers. So that's why I preach, if you can avoid paying interest on a credit card, why not? Don't pay it. Pay it to a zero balance. Statement date. Pay it to a zero balance. What I tell people to do in the beginning is just like with a debit card. If today you went out and let's say you're going school shopping for your kids and you had budgeted, make sure you have a budgeted amount, $500 or $1,000 to spend on stuff. With regards to stuff, now you go use that credit card that's going to give you 3 to 5 points for spending that $1,000, right? You slide the card, you get, let's say it's 5 points, you get 5,000 points. 5,000 points is the equivalent of about $50 back to you if you cash out on that. So you spent the 1,000 anyways, right? Which everyone would have done if that was what you had budgeted. And now you slide the card and then you pay it to a zero balance. So as soon as you slide the card, I will wait till you get home, till that transaction clears, and go right on the bank and pay it. And this is another reason why I tell you guys to get a credit card through your bank first, because it makes it a lot easier. Now you already have the account. It's going to show the credit card account, and you can just transfer the money right into the credit card account. Now, those of you who may have an outside bank account, no biggie. Got you covered too. You just set up, when you set up to pay, it's through the debit card. So once you go on to American Express or Discover or Capital One or whoever it is that you owe, and then you put it on there, DC4L, what's up, man? Once you go there, you just pay it through the credit card and you're good to go. And that's what you do. And by doing that, I'm telling you, if you can set up a method where you're not looking at the points, you're not looking at the stuff, and you wait till the end of the year. This is what me and my wife do. Everything we pay on our credit cards all the way up to December, come January, February of next year, we're looking at what vacation we can take based upon the points that we have on the credit cards that we have, right? And that's what we do. So it's like, all right, well, this year we got about $3,000. I got 5 people. What kind of vacation we're going to do? Majority of the time, I'm going on a cruise because it's all inclusive. It's way cheaper and it's way cooler and easier, right? Any of you guys have ever gone on a vacation, and let's say you wanted to go to Mexico, right? I say Mexico. I'm from California. It's what we do a lot. Let's say you want to go to Mexico and you want to go and have a good time, right? When you go, you're going to have to pay for a hotel. You're going to have to pay for food. And with a family, trust me, this starts getting aggravating. I've done that before. And with our kids, one kid wants a hamburger, the other kid wants a taco, your wife wants this, and you want something simple with regards to stuff. But you're going to have to pay for food. A lot of times you're going to have to rent a car wherever you're going so you can get around, whether you're renting a car or paying for Ubers to take you around. You're going to have to pay for that. And then you're going to have to pay, obviously, with regards to extracurricular stuff, right? You want to go jet skiing. You want to go do this. You want to go do that. This is why I choose cruises. And mind you, let me tell you something. Before I met my wife, I have never gone on a cruise in my life. I went on my first cruise when I was 31 years old. I'm 43 now. We've been on probably 25 cruises since because she convinced me. I was like, I don't want to be on no boat out in the open and the food's gross, all this stuff, all the excuses I had. She was like, just come try a 3-day one with me. I went on a 3-day one with her, just me and her. And between the activities, I didn't have to worry about food. I didn't have to worry about what we're going to do, sleeping, all that type of stuff was all taken care of. And then you dock in spots so then you can go off the boat and go and explore and see stuff. So that's why I do cruises with regards to it. Then the first year I did it with the kids, it was the best. I had a daycare for the kids to go to, right? So during the day, it's not like when we would go on vacations before, I was stuck with the kids on whatever we had to do. I had to deal with whining, complaining, all that. This is why I choose cruises. But on the cruise, they have activities for the kids. They can go to the daycare and stay. You can drop them off at like 7 in the morning, just like at school, and go pick them back up at 4. And they ain't even got to worry about food because they'll take them to eat and so forth. And then they're meeting new friends, so they're having a ball anyway. And then if you have teenage kids, they have places where they can go, where they can set up and do stuff for cool. Then when we dock at spots, you don't even have to pay if you don't want to. If you don't want to pay for an excursion is what it's called. But you can literally go off, if you stopped in Cancun, Mexico, and go off and go walk around and sightsee, it don't cost you nothing to do that. Then come back. You ain't got to worry about food. Kids, there's buffets and restaurants. We eat nice, all that type of stuff. Then they even take it another notch where you can dress up, right? You got those nice, fancy dress up days. We bring suits and so forth, and we'll go and eat fancy foods. You get calamari and stuff that you normally would never taste before on the normal if you're not an exotic food eater, alligator, all kinds of stuff. So cruises are awesome, and that's what we normally do. I'm going on a cruise actually next month in October. It's just me and my wife. And then February, we're going on a family one. And that's not going to even include the points and stuff that we've gotten this year. We're going to use that for something else. But that's why I say do that. That's why credit cards are so awesome. That's why I say to use them. Credit cards are only become a problem when what? Number one, you cannot afford them. Or number two, you over abuse them. Always remember that. But by using them like a debit card, you don't have to worry about that with regards to that. Danny Love, thanks for the follow in that aspect. So let's go on. Let's see what else. I done went over that. What else can I talk about today? I got about to hit my time. I got about 20 more minutes. Do you guys have any questions about credit or debt in general that you want answered? And I answer them, I can tell you the truth. One of the things I want to tell you guys about credit repair. This is the thing I want to tell you guys. And I'm going to tell you this. And this is in all honesty with regards to credit repair. If you're going to credit repair because you got accounts that are high and you're just expecting to get them deleted off your credit profile, or you got a bunch of accounts and the whole thought process is I'm going to go and I'm going to, whether you're paying somebody or you're doing it on your own, you're going to get all these deletions and not have to pay the debt. You have a rude awakening coming for you. And this is the thing I'm going to tell you. And this is what credit repair companies are not going to tell you with regards to stuff, because they want your business first. If they tell you this, chances are a lot of you guys probably won't even try it. You're not going to pay, at least. Maybe some of you guys will try and do it on your own. Wait a minute. Hold on real quick. We won't even try it. You're not going to pay, at least. Maybe some of you guys will try and do it on your own. Wait a minute. Hold on real quick. Sorry, I had motion in my backyard. It's the gardener. He's doing the yard, but I didn't expect him to come to that. I thought he was coming next weekend. But nevertheless, who cares? But this is the thing about credit repair that you guys got to understand. There are no guarantees. So people saying 4-day sweeps, whatever sweeps, it's not true. They can't do that. Now, if they are doing a credit sweep on you and they're guaranteeing they can get deletions, the reason why is because they are saying that you're dealing with identity theft. And I used to place accounts on people's credit report. So these sweeps are nothing new. People would do them all the time. Yes, you're going to get the deletions very fast and quick if you do it right off the bat. Yes, that does happen. You want to know why? Because of the way the law is set up. If you're saying, what you guys don't know is they're saying that fraud happened on an account, and that's why you're trying to remove it. They have you freeze your second and third reports. So when they do the disputes, all those accounts will come off your credit profile. But when I used to place accounts on people's credit report, I would get a read of why. And when I would see the code and it dealt with fraud, the first thing I would do is go look at the file. I would pull the file. Matter of fact, y'all think I'm lying. I have some of the old stuff here from credit accounts that I had. I will pull the file, I will pull the original contract. If I seen that the person made 3, 4, 5 payments, some of them be a year and a half of the minimum payment on the credit card, how can it be fraud? So I would challenge it. And so what happens is what they don't tell you is, yes, they get the deletions. But in order to apply for new credit, guess what you got to do? You got to unfreeze those second and third accounts so that the new creditors can pull a copy of your current credit report without the deletions, which may show. But typically, 30 days to 6 months, 99% of them accounts are come right back on your credit profile. Why? Because the original creditor is challenging them, or the collection agency is challenging them, saying this is not fraud. This person made payments for so many months, and you can get in trouble. So be careful about doing that. But if you're really dealing with identity theft and someone really took and opened up accounts in your name, not identity theft or the breach, data breach for Equifax, or the data breach we're dealing with TransUnion, that's still not going to help you. All these people are saying, yeah, take advantage of it now, send disputes out now. Yes, it may heighten the reasoning for you getting deletions, but it depends on what type of disputes you're sending out. If you're saying no knowledge of the debt and stuff like that, then they're going to verify it, or it's going to come back on your credit profile. These breaches only work for money aspects of stuff. Most of you guys' credit was messed up before the breach happened. So unless you can prove that your information was leaked, like they're saying, which is typically, I don't even want to say the word because that can cause an issue with regards to my thing. But if your stuff was leaked on the black market or whatnot, if your stuff was leaked there and the only way someone's going to be able to capitalize is if you're a person with good credit. And if you have credit monitoring, you don't have to worry about that. But those of you with good credit whose stuff may have been leaked in the data breaches, yes, your information may be sold and somebody can open up a credit card account using your information because they'll have your social, your address, and so forth, apply and get approved for it, charge up the credit card, and mess up your credit, right? But most of you guys' credit already messed up. So the person trying to use your information to do something ain't going to be able to do anything because they can't get approved for anything because your credit's messed up. Now, let's say they get access to credit cards that you currently have on your credit profile, like someone like me who has 23 different credit cards with credit balances. If they get access to that, then they can make transactions. If you don't have credit monitoring and you're not on top of your credit cards, then yeah, a transaction can happen. You don't know and you might not find out till later and you can still dispute it. But in that event, you can dispute it. Most credit cards are zero liability, so you're going to get your money back. So you don't have to worry about that. But if someone opens up a credit card in your name, you never did it, you're going to be able to prove it. Most likely, they're not going to be able to get access to it. And if so, that's it. If you have credit monitoring through Smart Credit, which is what I tell you guys to get anyways, you get $1 million of fraud protection. So if something happens and it's not you, they're going to cover the fees and take care of it. So you don't have to worry about it. And not only does the fraud protection happen just for you, the person who signs up, but anyone who lives in your household. It covers anybody who lives in your household. And that's the situation with regards to that. So that's what it is. That's just me being honest. I got about 15 more minutes. I already have Smart Credit. Okay, World Smith. If you already have Smart Credit, then send me a direct message. I'm going to give you a number to call Smart Credit. So if you haven't paid and you already had it, don't pay for it. I'm going to give you a number to call so you can transfer it over to my partnership. Those of you who already have it, all you got to do is switch it over to my partnership, so that way you get, I get credit for having you in there, and then I give you Credit Complete Pro, Debt Negotiator Pro, and you can schedule a free Zoom call. So word, hopefully you go through that. Send me that DM on TikTok, and then I'll send you a number you have to call, and they're actually going to be closed in about 30 minutes. So call them tomorrow, and then tell them you want to switch over to Clear and Strategic Partnership. And then I got you set up. Once you do that, you already have it, so it's not a big deal. All you're doing is transferring over. Once it transfer over, I'll give you access in my community to Credit Complete Pro, Debt Negotiator Pro, and you can schedule that free Zoom call with me. And it's a one-on-one Zoom call, so that way I can tell you what to do as far as building credit and fixing your credit. Step by step, exactly what to do in real time. And I give you a copy of the Zoom call so you can have it to reference to. Because I know a lot of you guys hop on the Zoom call I found, and then you forget everything and you don't send out your first letters for 2 weeks or a week after. Some of you guys wait a month and you forget everything. And so you have that copy of that Zoom call, so that way you just reference to it. Watch exactly what I told you to do. And I'm looking at your credit and telling you what to do in real time. All you got to do is plug and play. Put the letters in, mail them out, certified mail, and you good to go. And so that's what I teach in my community. And then eventually I want you to come back to me for business credit. And I'm getting people money constantly with regards to that. Share the live. Thanks, Miss Glee, for this sharing the live. Yep. So yeah, that's it. I'm sorry, I was reading an email. I have therapy So one of the things I do is therapy. I do one-on-one therapy. I want to get better. I want to make myself better with regards to stuff. And I have therapy that we do with my wife. But my therapist, I just asked if I can go, if I could do it Zoom, and she said it was Google Meet. But yeah, and I'm like, cool. That way I don't have to go in the office. But nevertheless, that's what it is. Thanks for sharing the live to 5 more of your friends. The goal is to be on here for 2 hours, and I got about another 12 minutes. I want to give some stats to thank each and every one of you guys. I have 51 new followers since this live in 2 hours. So thank each and every one of you guys who followed. If you haven't followed, make sure you follow me. And I have 4 gifters, which are people who give like roses and so forth. I don't ask for them, but if you like the information, you're able to give a rose or whatnot, feel free to do so. But I know that's your hard-earned money, and I have nothing but gratitude for you with regards to that. Miss Glee, I already told you, thanks for the follow. Cheryl, thanks for sharing the live. So hopefully you've learned something today. At the end of every live that I do, and I do 2 a day, the goal is for you to feel more confident in the credit repairs, on your credit repair journey, to feel like, okay, I finally found somebody who sounds like they know what they're talking about. I'm willing to give them a try. It's not like you're paying for anything. I'm telling you, pay for credit monitoring. So whether I was good or bad, you're going to pay for credit monitoring. That's what you need with regards to it. You cannot use Credit Karma. It's not going to work. You need all 3 credit bureaus on the same credit report, and you can't just pay for it for 1 month because you need the updated reports. Because if a company verifies it, you need to look on your updated credit report and see if they actually verified or updated the information. The only way you can do that is by paying monthly for credit monitoring. That's the only thing we ask you to pay for. But you're seeing those updates with regards to that. And on top of that, you get the fraud protection. So all these leaks that are happening, you can fill out the information. Obviously, some of you guys will get paid. I got paid from Equifax. I got a check for $11, and then I got another debit card they sent us with $15 on it. And, you can get paid in that aspect. And those of you who can prove, like if you literally had issues that happened and stopped from work and all that, if you can prove all that, you can get a lot more money. But you obviously have to prove it. This is why with factual disputing is why I tell you to go that route, and I tell you to keep copies of everything. Because if we do have to go further, when you go to court, or if you're filing a suit against, or if you're filing a complaint through the CFPB or the FTC or the Attorney General in your state, when you have the proof showing that you mailed this letter, and then you have the certified, and then you mailed the second letter and it was certified, and third letter and was certified, and they still didn't fix the stuff, and you got the proof that you sent the proof of what the errors were, and now you're showing, look, right now my credit report, they still didn't fix the errors. Now when you make a complaint to the CFPB, the FTC, and your Attorney General, guess what? Now they have something to go off of, and they're going to trust you in that aspect. Yeah, I see, Cheryl. I see all the stuff you've been doing for the last 6 months. I see it. And sometimes, even in that aspect, the FTC, the CFPB, and the Attorney General might not respond back in the 30 days, or they might not update it. Now you have proof of all that stuff, and now if you want to file suit, you can file suit. And an attorney will take on all your information. Why? Because you have the proof, right? A lot of people teach you to do the stuff early on. If you don't know the knowledge with regards to filing suit, which most of these people are going to charge you a lot of money in order to do so, then you might as well go the route that I'm saying. So that way you have a paper trail with regards to everything that's going on. And then when it comes time to do whatever it is that you're going to do, you know exactly what you need to do in that aspect. I just got an email, and that is for my therapist. So it has nothing to do. So if you're in here and you're wanting to get free credit repair, number 1, the first step is to follow me, just like Shonda Martin did. Thanks for the follow. The second step is to join my free private community. I showed you guys 2,300 people in this private community fixing up their credit, and it's a do for self. Pay for credit monitoring. It's only $29.99 a month. Yes, I do make a $10 commission, but I give you access to Credit Complete Pro, Debt Negotiator Pro, which are 2 programs that I created from scratch. I've taken the knowledge that I learned from debt collections and credit repair. I combined them and figured out the best method with regards to all you guys. So Credit Complete Pro and Debt Negotiator Pro gets rid of and shows you how to clean up your credit from start to finish. If you have to pay, that's why I give you Debt Negotiator Pro. And then the third thing is the free one-on-one Zoom call. You guys, you cannot beat that. Now, to join my free private community, click my profile picture twice, email me the word community, and then I'll send it back. If you email me after hours, make sure, me not being on live, make sure you check your spam folder for that information directly so that you'll get it. So you'll get the right information with regards to that. We only got 9 people in here. I have been on this live for, I'm sorry, I'm swiping across trying to figure it out, for an hour and 53 minutes. So it's 2 hours. Every single day is the grind. 3 hours a day. And I'll split it up, an hour and a half, an hour, 2 hours, or 2 hours, 1 hour, or 30 minutes, and 3 hours. It just all depends on what's going on. A lot of times I base it upon how many people are on the live with regards to stuff and everything that's happening, or how you guys are interacting. If you guys got questions, make sure you put questions down in the chat so I can answer. But Wayne, if you're still in here, how do you get free credit repair? I've seen your name before. Wayne, you just joined. I don't know if you've been on my lives before, but I remember the name. The reason why is because that picture and that thing, Wayne, is my father-in-law's name, who's no longer with us, but that's the first thing with regards to that. But nevertheless, if you want free credit repair, the first step is to follow me. That's the first step. The second step is to join my free private community. The third step is to pay for credit monitoring. Once you pay for credit monitoring, I do give you access to Credit Complete Pro, Debt Negotiator Pro, and you can schedule a free Zoom call with me. It's a one-on-one call. Tomorrow, like I said, I have 8 of them. 6 of them are actual Zoom calls. 2 of them are people looking for business credit. Now, a lot of times with the business credit, if you do not have cash flow, clean up your personal credit for free with me. Once you get the personal credit set up, you got 2 trade lines, or at least 3 trade lines on your credit profile, 2 credit cards and an installment loan, and 2 years of history. A year will get you credit, but 2 years will get you that higher amount. Then come to me for business credit, whether the LLC is brand new or you had one aged for a little bit. I'll be able to get you a nice amount of credit. I got 2 people that I'm going to be doing those kind of calls for. And the Zoom calls are a lot different in that aspect, but that's what it is. And I tell you, let me say this again. I tell you to sign up for Smart Credit using my partnership link for personal credit. The reason why is because I teach factual disputing. And with Smart Credit, there are the most errors on there. I'm able to identify them and set up. When you go to business credit, I tell you to get a FICO score. I have a link that I tell you to sign up with regards to that. I've had a couple people's like, why you telling me to get Smart Credit? And now you're telling me to get, Smart Credit gives you a Vantage score, and now you're telling me to get something with the FICO score. And the reason why is because with underwriting and so forth, the FICO score is king. That's what most lenders, 90% of lenders use the FICO scoring method, and that's what they need to see. Now, I do give you $1 for the 7 days just so we can pre-see what we can get you approved for before giving you the hard inquiry, and you have to say okay for the funding of what we can get you approved for. Smart Credit don't work because it gives you a Vantage score set up. The reason why I use Smart Credit again is because they have the most inaccuracies on that credit monitoring service. And when you're mailing out your letters, when you're doing the factual dispute letters, one of the things I recommend is you circle the errors and you make copies of that to send with your letters so that when you mail them to the credit bureaus, they know exactly what it is that you're talking about. You're not just saying stuff. A lot of you guys, matter of fact, I had a person earlier today who said, yeah, man, I had the AI service thing. I used them for a dispute letter and I got a deletion, and he was excited. And I asked, well, what happened? It got deleted off of one of the credit bureaus, right? And I said, well, what happened to those? What did they say? It was verified. I said, so what did you do? He was like, I don't know. It was verified, so I have to pay it. I said, no. See, that's the thing. AI is awesome. I use AI for a lot of the letters that I do. The difference between a person who understands credit repair, who asks AI, and a person who doesn't is like this. Let's say you wanted to fix your car and you wanted to take the motor out of your car, right? You can literally get the step-by-step process of how to do it. But you might come to a situation where you get stuck. And because you don't understand the knowledge, if you're not a mechanic, then it's going to be hard to ask AI to help you because you're not going to know what this is called or what happens. In the credit repair industry, it's the same thing. If you don't understand credit repair, when asking AI questions, you're only going to get so far. And you're not going to know what to do the next step or the third step or the fourth step if things have been happening with regards to stuff. So you got to ask the right questions, right? With regards to stuff, you want AI to do some code for something and you don't understand the specific type of code that you're needing. When you're asking AI, they're just going to guess. Yes, they're smart, and yes, they're getting better and better every single day, but they still guess on certain stuff because they don't know. There's always going to need a human aspect to a lot of this AI for now. Now, 5 years from now, I can't tell you what's going to happen because 10 years ago, we're in an information age and technology's changed so much. I remember when I was in high school, to have a cell phone was like a privilege. Right? And I'm only 43, so it's not like I'm 60 years old telling you that. But where we've gone from cell phones where only wealthy people or people who have money can afford them to now you'll see a person at a bus stop who can't even afford a car with a cell phone because of the technology and how cheap it is and how easy it is to get it. And so that's the thing with AI. It's awesome to have, but you got to get the knowledge. So still come in, learn what factual disputing is. So once you learn that aspect, when it comes to the second, third, fourth round, you'll know, okay, can you create me a letter given this and that and that? Can you add A, B, C, and D? This letter's specifically to a collection agency. So I need FDCPA laws. Can you give me some laws? This is what they're violating. This is what I want to attack with regards to, and you can go that route. But guess what? You're still going to need credit monitoring if you notice. And that's why that's the thing I tell you to get. No matter what AI you got, you're going to need credit monitoring. And those of you who don't understand the AI with regards to credit monitoring, you can set it up where it can look at and identify. You can put the link in there and identify the errors on your credit profile. It's going to be factual disputing, which is what I teach you. And yeah, if you have AI, you're going to need credit monitoring. So make sure you get credit monitoring. There's no way around it. If you notice, that's the only thing I charge you for. And that's what it is with regards to that. So keep all that in mind as you guys are learning. Sometimes you guys see those things and it seems like it's like easier or whatever. That's what it is. I've done my 2 hours of live. Put a 1 in the chat right now if you're okay with me praying for you guys. It's only 8 people in this chat. That's another thing AI can't do. I'm going to pray for you guys with regards to that. So put a 1 in the chat if you're okay with me praying for you guys with regards to that. Shonda Martin was the last person following me. We only got 8 people on this live. Word, thanks for staying the whole time. He's the first one. Put a 1 in the chat. We got 8 people or 7 people, 8 people in here. If you're okay with me praying for you guys before I get up out of here, put a 1 in the chat. I'm going to pray for you guys and I'm going to get up out of here. And I'm asking you guys to interact because it'll bring more people in because you guys are interacting. And ain't nothing better than somebody coming to this, seeing free credit repair and getting prayed for. It don't get no better than that. But maybe a lot of you guys aren't seeing it. Word, thanks for putting a 1, Shonda. Oh, that's the only person put a 1 in the chat, huh? Alrighty, so I'm going to pray for you guys and get up out of here. Heavenly Father, in all things you said, give thanks. I want to thank you for today. I want to thank you for all of the information that has been said today, some of the stuff that I've learned, some of the stuff that hopefully I was able to teach people. The goal, God, and you know the sincereness of my heart is to first of all give people hope with regards to credit repair. Let them know that they can come across somebody who's not going to nickel and dime them for everything, but that they understand that this is something that they can actually fix and fix on their own. But ultimately, to have faith in you with regards to this. But as we know, faith without works is dead. So help me provide the right tools to help people to catapult them from their low credit scores and low credit to better credit, to the best credit, to where it is with regards to stuff. God, I want to thank you in advance for all the blessings you're going to do for everybody on this live right now. The blessings with regards to the new houses that they're going to want to buy, the new cars that they're going to want to buy, the new, the better credit, the businesses we're going to be starting, right? Making really good money in that aspect and everything in between. Thank you, God. Amen. Thank you guys for coming to my live. I'm going to give you my information really quick. I am Jermaine McNeil. I own 300 properties and 30 businesses, which are 40 businesses, excuse me. No, 30 businesses which produce $40 million a month in passive income. I'm nowhere near that, but that's my dream. I've been focused on this for about 7 months. I know I got time, but I know by putting in the work, everything will work in that aspect. So thank you guys for coming in live. I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your day, and I will be back live tomorrow. Make sure you follow me. If you haven't followed me, you join my free private community. Click my profile picture twice. Email me the word community. I'll send you the links with regards to that. And then on my lives, and typically I'm going to give lessons and stuff that I'm doing, that I'm dealing with on my personal life, whether it's something I read, learned, heard, something along those lines to give you a little more value. So as you guys are coming in my lives, you can learn and get your credit fixed for free. And then eventually come to business credit. You guys have a blessed rest of your day.